come a long way, and there's still more work to do. Paul Heggen is here, switching gears to talk a little bit about the weather, and it looks like the conditions have actually really helped the firefighters.
Yeah, pretty good conditions today. That marine layer has been stubbornly stuck in place over the city, but even where it retreated inland, it still allowed the humidity levels to remain favorable for the crews to get more containment on these fires. We'll start with the CZU Lightning Complex. Humidity levels 45 to 70%, which is elevated, and that wind is directly off the coast south, and it's not too strong either. That helps, around 10 miles an hour. The SCU Lightning Complex is still experiencing some lower relative humidity levels just because of higher temperatures approaching 90 degrees. Some of the cooler spots have dipped into the 70s. 20 to 40% relative humidity, winds out of the southwest gusting to 20 miles an hour. Same thing around the LNU Lightning Complex, Napa County, but the humidity levels again acceptable for August, and as long as the wind is consistent, then the fire crews can allow for that, and they can still try to get a good handle on these even when the conditions aren't as favorable right now as they will be later tonight once temperatures drop off and the humidity goes up. The western edge, the Walbridge fire, the LNU complex western tip here, temperatures in the 70s and low 80s, humidity even higher, but here's the really high humidity. This is the Woodward fire in Marin County, 70 to 95% relative humidity. That's just fantastic, and temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. There is that fog that has just been locked in place over the city, down the peninsula, and even spreading across the bay into much of the East Bay. Most areas along and west of 580 had a lot of cloud cover overhead throughout the day. That air quality has been changing a bit over the past several hours. The 3 o'clock air quality did improve a little bit more for 4 o'clock. As we head later into the evening hours, we're going to be seeing the evening air quality deteriorating as the winds start to calm down just a little bit. But tomorrow, it's not going to be as bad. Unhealthy for sensitive groups. Some locations, it's going to tip into the unhealthy category for everybody every once in a while. Another spare the air day on Thursday. But look at San Jose. This is a lot better view of San Jose than we've had the past several evenings. That air quality isn't as bad in the Santa Clara Valley, and temperatures only made it up to the mid-70s today. Really nice temperatures across most of the Bay Area. Even the warm spot was only 86 degrees in Concord. San Francisco stuck in the 50s underneath the clouds and fog, only 59 for a high. It's 61 at SFO, back down to 57 at Half Moon Bay. But inland temperatures mostly in the 70s, 81 the warm spot right now in Fairfield. Temperatures tomorrow maybe a couple degrees warmer. We will start off with that fog spreading pretty far inland as we head into early tomorrow morning, but then it backs up, I think, a little faster than it did today. The onshore breeze isn't going to be as strong, so it's not going to keep it locked in place. But hey, the moisture very welcome for those fire crews, as are temperatures into the 50s area wide. First time in a while that we've all dropped below 60 degrees by early tomorrow morning. I would say windows open weather, but there's still going to be some smoke in the air. So you may want to do this sniff test before you do that late tonight and make sure that that smoke hasn't settled back in. High temperatures tomorrow within a few degrees of what's normal for this time of year. So let's zoom around, show you what we expect. Mid 60s along the coast, upper 70s and low 80s around the south end of the bay, a little warmer than today. Same thing for the Santa Clara Valley, mostly in the mid 80s there. Some of the hottest temperatures in the usual spots in eastern Contra Costa County. You're going to get up into the low 90s, but most of the Tri-Valley tops out in the upper 80s. Upper 60s, low 70s. Around the bay with mostly upper 70s and low 80s for the North Bay. You lose the marine influence as you head farther north, so temperatures are going to be into the 90s for Lake and Mendocino counties. Temperatures on the weekend, well, a little bit warmer, but not out of control for August. It looks like we're going to hover right around 90 inland as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which means it'll be a mix of upper 80s and low 90s. Low 70s around the bay as we get an offshore wind for a couple of days, Tuesday and again on Wednesday. We'll check out tomorrow's hour-by-hour temperatures coming up at 6 o'clock.